care. For everything, he has come for Swami, Swami has to look after it. So Swami should go and check whether his toilet is working. Swami should check whether his geyser is functioning. Swami should check whether his salary is being paid. This kind of attitude was there. This is what I am trying to break. I ask you people to look after each other. Because I am not going to last forever. Culture will last forever. Then organizations will last forever. This is what that person kept on digging, this Bama Shenoy. Ramakrishna Mission I've seen so many other missionary organizations. I haven't seen this kind of consistency, culture, impeccable work ethics. How he's asking me? I said, because I am sitting here, that's how. What about after you? And he asked, why these organizations decline? I told, because the main anchor who held the whole organization together died. After him, nobody was there to fill in his shoes. That's why organizations also collapsed. They're not even shadows of their original selves. He said, yes, I've observed that. I've asked monks, I asked how you are going to do this, and nobody really has an answer. So I told them, my only answer to this is I have to transform all these people into me. They should become my spiritual clones. That is the only sustenance or sustainability of this organization. And he said, yes, I heard some of your boys say that, we will do whatever Swami says, and he is training us to become like him, so that we will also carry forward this work. He was very, very pleased with these answers that he heard from boys and girls. But my question is that we are telling it, are we really doing it is the question. If you want to tomorrow become leaders and run these organizations, you have to be like me, at least some bit of myself should rub on to you. And this is myself. I am concerned about everybody's welfare, both physical as well as spiritual welfare, both material and the spiritual welfare. I am very concerned whether you have a proper room to stay, whether you have clothes to wear, whether your salary is coming on time, whether you have all the other facilities, amenities as needed, whether your parents are safe and healthy, whether your children are getting educated, they need anything. I am concerned. I want to see the same from each one of you. Cleanliness, you name it, you ask, if I see anything dirty, broken, unrepaired, left to itself, I will never accept. Earlier, I used to go down and do it myself. Don't be so shocked, but there were days initially I have myself cleaned public toilets here. Because I had some devotee coming from abroad, and I knew if they come and look at the room and the toilet is not up to the mark, they'll be very disappointed. And there was nobody here, because we were just 30-40 people here. So I would personally go in the night, clean up the whole place, look at the bed, change the bed sheets, remove everything, change the towels, and then come and sleep at 2 o'clock in the night in my room. So that the devotee, when he arrives at 4 a.m. or 5 a.m. in the morning, he is greeted with a fresh room, fresh toilets, everything fresh and new. I have done all this myself. Carried food from the canteen, placed it in the rooms, or made sure that some student was there to place it on time. I have done. How many of our chairpersons would do this, you tell me? I have driven devotees to and fro to airport and dropped them back. Because they did not know anybody here. Where will they go? I have picked their phones at 2 a.m., 3 a.m. whenever they arrived. How many of us pick phones of others at this time? This is concern. Concern that the other person is also happy and comfortable. I haven't seen that from the top to the bottom. I've never seen this concern as a culture in Satya Sai organizations, let me tell you. Not just here, across. People are concerned about whether we have done what Swami told me personally to do. Anybody else tells me not working. Whether it's right, wrong, different matter. I haven't seen that concern. This is why I'm pained. And here also, if that same thing happens, this also is going to go for a toss. That's why concern. Cleanliness. Very, very clear I am. Inside, outside, both clean. Everything should be in its place. There should be a place for everything. Simple logic. And if you see something is fallen, broken, this you have right people to report to. There is a maintenance department, upkeep department, report to them. If you see it's not happened, go back, report again. But that just leave it for somebody will do it. No, not true. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Don't wait for somebody to do it. Then it will never happen. Every one of you is responsible. If you are a 6th class student also, you have equal right to go and set things right. So also your chairperson has the right to do it. Because you're trying to do better for the other. So no age, no nothing, no bars there. Everybody is entitled to go and do good things. But in your understanding and authority, you should try to do. If it's not in your authority, go and inform people who are in that and say that this is what I found. Please get it right. Others I have seen. Out of 10 taps, four taps will not be working because some simple issue like washer won't be working. So it will be leaking. So people will nicely tie a cloth around the tap. And with 4 taps, 60 boys will be struggling to brush. And the remaining 4 taps will not be functioning. All it needed to change the washer. 7 toilets are there, 3 toilets won't be used. Why? Not be, and 3 people will be struggling whole morning. I've seen all this. I have proofs, I have emails, I have these many PPTs to show you what I used to find. Like this, one by one, I have put a lot of pain and efforts to get this organization to the standard where somebody like Bama Shenoy can appreciate that this is a world-class organization. How did it happen in a village like this? That is his whole confusion. How did these people achieve this in 10 years? How did they raise to a world standard from a simple local village of Karnataka? What went behind it? These are the questions he was asking me. I can't tell how much of hard work and pain went behind it and still goes behind it. But all I'm trying to say, this is where we stand. Talk to each other. You might have some qualms and issues. Overcome those. This is where spirituality begins, right? To swallow your ego is the first lesson in spirituality. Not to strengthen it and fortify it with more and more ego. No, there's no achievement that you didn't speak to somebody for 20 years. When I came here, there were 2 teachers. They had not spoken to them since time immemorial. Students were laughing behind their backs and they were telling me, these 2 teachers, they have never spoken to them in so many years. I told, that's a great spiritual achievement, isn't it? Such Mauna Vratam. No, they don't speak to only these 2, don't speak to you. They speak to others. Oh, that's not at all spiritual. This is what I have seen. Collaboration. You are your team leader. You don't step here, otherwise I will take care of you. I've seen people so insecure. You don't come and interfere with my job. No, don't even try to improve me, help me improve. I know what to do best. They don't even have patience to listen because they don't trust each other. If that happens, then your broken organization is working in broken segments. It will never be one piece. I've seen that. And last, continuously improve. Don't get complacent. I know enough. No, you never know. The world is changing every day. Every day you have to learn something new. Doing well in your own subjects, in your field, in your offices is one thing. But more importantly, learning how can I improve and how can I help everybody improve from here to the next level is the bigger effort. That continuous improvement has to be a culture. Lifelong learning has to be a culture. Somewhere this transformation will become sturdy and steady, Bhishma. It will never be shaken. Even in times much 20, 30, 50, 100 years from now also, these roots will be so strong that even if enough, whatever storms are there, the tree may bend a bit but won't fall. This is where my concern, my problem, my issues are coming from. Because we have finished almost 10 years of work right now. Many of you are very new, you won't even understand what I'm talking. It's like some freedom fighter come and talks to you about how much they struggled during the pre-independence days. We can only hear it, but we can never understand their pain. Like that, most of you cannot understand my pain and the effort. I'm not even talking about finances and all those. That is a different ballgame altogether. I want to overwhelm you with that. But you can easily understand that in this world, somebody has to keep doing charity and continuously over year after year and increasing every month, every year is not some simple task. You all know, you go and call your closest aunt or uncle and ask for 10,000 rupees for urgent payment. That very moment they will tell you 30 reasons why they cannot do it right now, though they love you so much. So I know, so many people around the world, like you have seen in the pictures, are selflessly giving away because they believe in me and believe that this organization is doing good and they believe that all of you are doing your job properly. Your students are studying properly, your staff are working properly, patients are getting treated properly, organization is smoothly functioning. They believe sitting somewhere far away in those countries that all this is happening over here. With that feeling, they are able to sacrifice whatever they have for the greater good of all. So am I not answerable to them? I am. To make myself answerable, I have to get answers out of you. And these are the answers. These are the cultural values. I'm not even talking some great spiritual values like how many hours you meditate, how many times you have experienced the Brahman consciousness in the last 10 years. I'm not even asking these questions. If I become that way, I know that most of us will not qualify. If that becomes a qualifying criteria to be in the organization as a student, staff, or doctor or whatever, we won't qualify. Immediately we will be rejected. So I'm not even asking those big things because I know of organizations. First thing they'll tell you, shave your head. Next thing they'll tell you, give up all your money, everything to the organization. You become totally empty. Third thing, give up your phones and whatever. Have you seen Jain sadhus anytime? You'll know they're the toughest sadhus on earth. They pluck their hair out like this with their own hands. Don't even shave with the roots. They never have a phone, they don't have chappals, they don't wear stitched clothes, they don't sleep on beds, they don't eat food which is, having so many things like onions and this and that. Very, very plain and bland food they eat. They don't have their home, no assets, no salaries, no cars, no rooms, no houses. Totally they live in shelters which are provided to them by the community. What a hard life that is. Yet they are living like that, hundreds and thousands of them. I'm not asking all these things, not even like Ramakrishna order. The day you come here, change your name, Aadhaar, PAN, election ID, everything changes. Your father, mother names are deleted forever. You don't interact with them anymore. You focus on only the sadhana here and the seva. Not asking. Not asking you to become Christian missionaries who are like monks and nuns and fathers or priests, who go through tremendous, rigorous hardships, especially Assisi. I have seen Assisi. Oh my God. They have pledged to a life of poverty. They decided not to have anything. They want to keep themselves poor. So this kind of vows we have not taken. I'm not asking you to make such Bhishma pledges. Simple ones I'm asking. Can you be more considerate in this? No. So don't give me another opportunity to speak to you in this language. This should be the last such conversation for all the years to come. And why would this conversation not happen again? Because you would follow whatever is the culture of the place. And you'll ensure that the next generation or the newcomers, they also understand this by watching and observing you. That's it. That you don't have to speak a word. They will simply see you and they will know this is what it is here. And if they like it, they will stay and join. If they don't like it, they'll go. But you should not give this effort to me to pick up the mic again and speak about these basic things. Be concerned about each other. Even if you don't know them, please look after each other's welfare. Please talk to each other. But only what is necessary, not gossips and unwanted wasteful talks. Please be kind to each other. Work as a team together. Please maintain the ashram and your personal self and everything around you clean and spick and span and perfect. Please ensure that you learn every day and grow from where you are, both materially and spiritually. These are the 5 things I thought of and I wrote. I don't even know whether few people even remember all the 5 things now. But all I'm trying to say is that I can make it very difficult for all of you also if I decide to. And nobody can stop me from that. I can make it very, very, very difficult to live in the ashram if I decide to. It just takes one decision of mine. Make everything 10 notches above. Nobody can speak. Everybody should be on Manam 3 days a week. Everybody should eat only sattvic food. Nobody should be sleeping on the cots. Everybody should be given straw mats to sleep on. I can make it very difficult. Because everything is free. If you want, take it. If you don't want to study, go away. Anyway, I'm not taking anything from any one of you. Seats will go empty. Let it go. There are more people, more needy people. Behind every seat, there are 100 people waiting. So I don't care. I can make it very, very difficult like any other ashram. Your lives will be miserable from today's standards. All the comforts will disappear. I haven't done that. Because I trust that I have to look after people well, like my own people, like God looks after all of us. So don't make it difficult. Don't drive me to that extent where I have to take such hard decisions. Because, as I said, if that is what is for the greater good of all, then that is what is to be done. If I see culturally we are getting ruined, then I know there is no future for this organization. Maybe you will get your degree and walk away, but there is no next person in the line to get the same benefits. So I will not agree. So please be very mindful about these things. This is the last time I'm having this conversation. I traveled around the whatever these countries, but back of my head, this was still simmering, this was still burning, because I had not forgotten what I had spoken last time. And I really want to see the change. Every time I see anything that is not in line with these things, you will only break my trust and make me doubt you. And because of that, not only one person, but the whole department, the whole team, whole group will suffer. And we'll put restrictions. I don't believe in law, I believe in love, I always say. But if love does not work, then I have to bring laws. And laws can be very painful, you know. It's not a happy thing to be controlled, to be pushed, to be forced. Do it happily, willingly, voluntarily, joyfully. And what I'm saying is simple, nice, good things only. It's for your good. You will grow as better individuals. Organization will grow better. Societies will improve. These are some basic things. Let's begin here. That's all I'm trying to say. If you can't begin here, don't even bother to change the world. Not your cup of tea. It's never going to happen through you. So don't even over-imagine that you'll be missionaries or great change makers or transformers. Forget. That's not even going to happen, I know. But if you can start here in these small ways and start setting this house in order, I'm very hopeful that one day this will be a transformative work which will actually inspire and transform so many outside who do not have access to such ambience, as he said, such conducive environment to grow and evolve. They also will benefit because of you and because of whatever is being done. So as I mentioned again, this is the last time I'm having this conversation. Next time only action, no conversations. And I do not want to do that because it's not me. I have to overpower my own emotions of compassion and kindness and become rigid and rude and hard, which is very difficult for me. It's an additional burden on me to be something which I am not. So help me to live happily, work happily, joyfully with all of you, and make sure that everybody benefits from this effort, and all those thousands of people around the world who sacrifice for our sake, they all feel comforted and reassured that what they're doing is right. And what they're doing is for a great cause, and we are very responsible with whatever they do for us. Please ensure that these things are implemented on a daily basis. Now I have spoken, I'm sure the effect of it will last a couple of weeks or months. No, this will last a lifetime. And please record these lectures and keep listening to it on your personal phone or devices. But don't forget, the day you forget the sacrifice and penance that people are making for your sake, you lose the value for what you have, you lose respect, and you lose love. And that is the end of human society, as I said, when we are not mindful of each other's sacrifices and well-being. That is the day the world will fall apart. And some good people, good organizations like us only are keeping the world together. Left to themselves, people would just kill each other and destroy themselves. So we have a responsibility, and you live up to that. That's my call. And I hope that next time I don't have to repeat these things. Please be mindful. Anything else that you think can improve the organization, please talk to your respective groups and try to implement. I want every team, every department to sit down and tell me, not tell me, tell yourselves how you are going to implement these things on your own. I was with these kids in Australia, and they are all different types. And Australian kids are very different from Indian kids. They're very vocal, very loud, and very, very free in their conversation. So even though I'm sitting in the room and asking him, they are giving answers. First they were a little shy, then I asked a few questions, then I told I'll give you chocolates for our answers. Everybody wanted to give 3, 4, 5 answers. Then my question was very simple. I said, what is a good person to you? What are the qualities of a good person? Each one of you can tell me just one quality. So everybody started telling good qualities: kindness, compassion, helps other, does not lie, does not fight, whatever the children can think of. And I gave them 1 chocolate for each of these qualities. They felt encouraged, they started telling more qualities. I said, this is enough. Now the next question to you is, how many of you want to come to India for a holiday? They all wanted to come to India on a flight. I said, I will take you all to India, provided you just follow the good quality that you just spoke about. How many of you will follow? Absolute silence. They were honest. They were not lying to me. Yeah, we will follow Swami, please take us to India. They all quite, oh, are we supposed to follow all this? That was the question in their mind. To say what is a good person, it was easy. You have heard these textbook definitions of goodness. So you can say, good means kind, good means compassionate, good means helpful, good means all that. The moment I say, will you follow the good quality that you just spoke about? Everybody was silent. Then one girl, then I said, if you follow, I will take you to India. Then one girl slowly spoke and said, how will you know whether I am following or not? So how will you decide whether to take me to India or not? That's her question basically. How will you know whether I am following or not? Then I told you, don't have to tell me. When you are good, it shows. When you are doing good, it shows. You tell yourself whether you are being good or not, and I will come to know whether you are being good. You don't have to prove to anybody that you are good. You don't have to demonstrate your goodness or display or exhibit it. If you are being good, it shows. You know it in your heart. You can't lie to yourself. You can fool the people around, but you can't fool yourself. So I told that kid, don't worry, if you follow what good you have spoken just now about, I would know. And then she was satisfied that, okay, so there is some way you will know that I have been good. And then I will be taken to India. All I'm trying to say is that speaking about these ideas are very easy. Questioning whether I'll follow it or not, I'll put efforts, I'll ready to make sacrifices for it or not. That is something that you have to ask yourself. And answer it for yourself. You don't have to send me answers. My worry is that the moment I gave this lecture, I had so many WhatsApp messages on my phone. Sorry, Swami, we'll never be like this. I said, oh, if everybody starts apologizing, the whole night the phone is going to ping. I said, you don't have to apologize to me. You don't have to say anything to me. Just say it to yourself. That I shall be like this. And when you really like that, I will know. Because I can see the change everywhere. That is good enough proof that you people are following that. So this is where I'm coming from. And please make efforts. Please make sacrifices. And you're not making some big sacrifices. You're not fighting a freedom fight or a war. You're not going to Kalapani or something. Please don't fool yourself that you're doing more than whatever humans can do for a greater good of society. Don't please live in that illusion. People have done greater things and greater sacrifices. What we are doing is nothing compared to all of them. If this also we are not able to do, then we should be ashamed of ourselves. That's all I can say. So please be more mindful and be careful on how we live, what is our culture. You follow it and make sure that everybody around you also follows it. How? By communicating with them, by collaborating with them, by being concerned and kind to them. You can also bring them up to speed and help them also become a part of this wonderful organization, which is a blessing in so many ways. People who do not have it, they know it. Just now I was walking, a boy was telling me, Swami, I quit your organization because my mother did not allow me. Please take me back now. I said, why did you quit that time? Why did your mother not allow? That time she was not convinced, she didn't allow. Now she is convinced, she wants me to come back. I told, organization is not at your will and wish. It doesn't work like that. You knew what is the value of this. You must have had some other plans. Didn't work out for you, so you have come back. But this is not how it works. This is not how it works. I know how tough, difficult the world is. But people imagine that it's not as difficult because they live here, they don't realize difficulties. So they see outside also we'll survive this way. The moment they step outside, they know it's not the same. For everything you have to pay through your nose. And nobody is going to step up and help you anytime. Then they realize they want to come back. I said no. Because you left not because of us, you left because of yourself. You decided to leave. Your parents decided to take you away. You didn't resist, protest. You didn't put up any rebellion that time that you want to stay back. Then why are you coming now? You are just being opportunists. You realize it's difficult for you outside. It's easy here. Let's get back to the organization. Even with all these rules and things, just shut up and survive here, get a degree, and then we will see. No, that's the wrong attitude. Because you are getting what you're getting out of sacrifices of so many people who are also parents to some children. But they're keeping their children's future aside and doing it for your future. And you are accountable for it. And I'm solely responsible to ensure that you are accountable. So that is where I come from. I'm very concerned about these things. And my heart really aches when I don't see the results of all these good things that we are doing. Results in the sense, this kind of commitment. I'm not saying everybody will transform tomorrow. But I should see that daily effort to improve from where you were. And no complacency and no casual attitude towards this. And if you do that, the next batch of students, next batch of people, devotees, they will also automatically rub on to them. You don't have to print and paste it on walls. Swami told 5 things. These are the 5 things. WhatsApp forwards. No, not required. Just within yourself, you please digest this, assimilate and practice it. If you practice it, that becomes the culture of our institution. Whichever of these 5 values you practice, that will become the culture. The remaining values will never become a part of the culture. So I want all the 5 to be a part of it. And I think more or less this covers all our behavioral aspects. There are spiritual deeper aspects, but I know they all begin from here. This is one door to all those roads also. Begin here, you will reach there too. Okay.